Okay, okay, I'm back. All right. I may or may not have ran. I may or may not have ran myself into some danger before I came here to do this. I can't. Oh,
Naked
what the
man.
hell?
Wait, no, stop, no, 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 don't touch me, no.
Why?
The floor is this weird color. The floor is, it's all this different color. The naked man is coming for me. He's going after V now. I'm next. V's dead. Go
I am
away!
not.
Go away! Don't come at me! No! Why are you white? Why is he white? No! I'm sorry! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go!
Okay. Last ditch effort. Last ditch effort.
Oh yeah, that's definitely fake.
How can you tell?
Because it looks different from
What?
the others. I don't know. Well, how does me touch it?
This is the wrong one. If you press it, you'll lose a lot of sanity.
I'm totally gonna touch it.
I kind of want to, but I also am a pansy. So
I touched
Do it, no
I've
balls.
done it.
my
Good
bar
balls.
is.
Two of us have done it.
Oh fuck.
I
Yeah, fine. It's fine. It's fine. That'll happen. Where is he? Where? Zero, I'm dead. Zero, I'm dead. Zero, I'm dead. Save the world. My final message, please. This is my final message before I die. He's here. No. Stay away from me.
Yeah, me and this little gremlin spawn.
Hello.
But yeah, anyway, so as per what I said in my past video with the YuGiOh deck profile, like I said, Kashtira Tenpai. So this is pretty much what I put together from my own personal for my own personal preference, but then also what I've heard like advice from like other people as well. Because as good as I would hope I am, you know, but yeah, this is what I've pretty much composed. So I'm gonna try and do it where I'm gonna go through my main deck, then the extra, and then the side deck. You know, because I didn't actually do the side deck in my last video on with YuGiOh, so not really. To be fair, there's no much different from what I was using here, so yeah, you can at least have that as a thing. But then you want to put your side deck as something that you feel like you're having really big trouble with. So you know, take everything what I'm saying on that one with a grain of salt. But yeah, all right, let's go on with the main deck then. All right, so first, I used two Kashtira Unicorn. The Kashtira Unicorn you only really need for like the spell, like the Kashtira Theosis or Birth. Now, this is pretty much like you use the Birth to try and get like something else, like a normal summon, I guess, from like Fenrir or Rise Heart or stuff like that. Oh, I know, yeah. It's more of just an extender. That's pretty much what I can gather on that one. Also, it's just an interruption. Like, oh, if someone tries to, I don't know, if someone tries to ash this, okay, cool, you get something, some free. Rip out the extra deck. You know, there's that something. Then I used three Fenrir. Fenrir just for the extra Kashtiras add. You can add like the unicorn or the rise heart. You can special summon this, then normal summon rise heart or something, so you don't lock yourselves into XE. But then you can just special summon it, and then banish three. Or no, banish a Kashtira, and then you can banish the top three of their deck. It's a basic Kashtira engine. Then I used for the additional, which is Kashtira Rise Heart and the Scareclaw. Scareclaw is just if you want to just get an extra body on the field for XE summoning, which is pretty handy in a lot of ways. Then you got Rise Heart there just to so that, like, let's say you have Kashtira Birth and Fenrir in your hand or something, you could just special summon Fenrir, add Unicorn, play Birth, then you normal summon Unicorn, Unicorn effect, add Theosis target Unicorn, special summon another Fenrir or the Scareclaw, then Yeah, and then if you have like Rise Heart in your hand, then you could just special summon Rise Heart, or you can just even then you could just have Rise Heart just added from Fenrir. There's a lot of ways you can go about it, but I'm using Rise Heart because of that interruption. But then also you could just deplete their resources, even if like maybe they're like top card that they need is in the next draw. If you're going first, you can at least interrupt their little plan if that. Even then, you might be able to banish the card they're looking for. The Kashtira Births, then I'm using 2 of the Field Spell and the Theosis. So I'm only using 2 of the Field Spell because they're not as good as like needed. But then you also have just the way of getting the Kashtira stuff out, and then Birth for the extra normal summon, and then bring back from Grave and Banishment. So if you banish a Kashtira monster from the graveyard using the Fenrir. No, if you banish something using Scareclaw, my brain is not working. Then you can bring it back with Birth, and then Theos is just for the extra special summon. So there's that. I just realised my camera was the other way around. Oh well, but then for my other normal, then this is for the Tenpai stuff now. So I'm using 3 Pydras, 2 Chundras, and 2 Fadras. So I'm using 3 Pydras, or however you pronounce it, because they're normally the one card you want to try and get your the Tenpai spells, so Sangan Summoning or Sangan Kaiman. And you only really need 2. You only really need the 2 Chundras or Fadras. You don't need any more than that, because unless you're playing pure Tenpai, then you need all 3, I guess. But Pydras is the one you really want to see because you want that spell. Even then, you can just use Chundra to search it and then special summon and stuff like that. But at least Pydra, you get that summon, and then you get the spells like Sangan Summoning. And then you can use Sangan Summoning for the extra effect of searching a Tenpai. So there's at least something worth there. Fadra is obviously just monster reborn. Also, you can't be ill. Tenpais can't be destroyed in battle, so you can just keep attacking them and you won't have to worry. Then Pydra, you take no damage. So essentially, you want these 2 on the field so that you can just take no damage, but then also stack up your attacks to proc Chundra and stuff like that. And then Fadra will also monster reborn one of your Tenpais. Then for the Tenpai spells, I have, instead of like my Kashtira stuff only having 2 field spells, I'm using 3 field spells for Sangan Summoning, 3 Sangan Summoning, 3 Sangan Kaiman. Sangan Kaiman obviously just for the search and special from deck when it comes to your Tenpai stuff. Because if you're using the battle phase, you can use both of adding and then summoning. Sangan Summoning, obviously, you just bring your you bring out a Tenpai from your deck to your hand, and then also unaffected by opponent's activated effects, your Tenpai stuff in main phase. So there's that, and also because you're using Trident Dragon, which all of the stuff later, using Trident Dragon, so you want to destroy Sangan Summoning and then another card, and then Trident Dragon, then activate Sangan Summoning, targeting your Trident, gains double the attack points, and because your Trident, it does extra attacks depending on how many cards you destroyed, because it's up to 2. So it can attack 3 times, which is very handy. Then for my side spells that are in the deck, just Terraforming for the field spell search, Set Rotation just to not only just like get yourself a field spell, but then also just locking them from using their field spell. So if they're using like Labyrinth, you can stop their Labyrinth, or they're using Tenpai, then you stop their Tenpai, and then you're using Kashtira, any of the stuff that has like a field spell that they actually need, then you can at least stop them from doing that. And then Call by Grave, just because if you want to stop a Ghost Ogre or an Ash, you have that option. And then my hand traps option, I'm using the 3 Dimension Shifters, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Effect Veilers, and 3 Imperms. I'm not going to lay them all on the table like I did last time, but you get the idea. So yeah, same spiel, but obviously I'm not using Nibiru like I was in the Ubel, so I'm using Shifter, because Shifter can work, well, Kashtira stuff works under Shifter. At least then you can interrupt the opponent long enough for you to try and get the get more of the Tenpai stuff going. But like if you're going first, D-shifter, go into your Kashtira stuff, and try and proc that Theosis as well. So that is an option. But I don't like Nibiru in this deck because, like, if you're using Shanghai, which are the monsters I'm going to show you now, the XE stuff I'm using. So I'm using number 11 Big Eye, 2 Shanghais, or however you pronounce it, the Dark Arm Dragon, the Red Ice Flare Dragon, Zeus. That's it. But yeah, I'm using 2 of these because if you get like mainly your Kashtira stuff in the first turn, you can go into 2 of these and then use Rise Heart. Then you got 2 zones locked in their field. Or even if you just have 1, you can at least try and keep like proccing the zone lock so you can like limit their play space. That's why I'm using 2. Also, it's just there for extra defense. Like if they're just in defense mode and they have to rely on the battle phase trying to destroy you, or even like I think let me double check because it is. Yeah, pretty much as an early protection. You can just protect yourself from destruction. Sorry, I just needed to read it again. I'm not really 100% with Kashtira yet. Yeah, Red Ice Flare Metal, just for the burn damage. It's a body on the field that lets you just burn damage on them, and then they'll have to be like essentially forced to deal with the flare metal first instead of everything else. Then I'm using the Dark Armed because it's another rank 7 option. People say just use Dark Armed, honestly. So you just want to use Dark Arm more than the Red Eyes, because at least you could target 1 card on the opponent's controls, destroy it, and then banish 1 card from your graveyard. So then you can banish Theosis, and then banish Theosis effect, special Fenrir, or special Kashtira Rise Heart, or special Unicorn, all that stuff, so you can get more bodies on the field. And then also because of Unicorn and Fenrir, you can proc that banish face down, then proc Shanghai. Zeus just for the board wipe. That's desperate times call for desperate measures kind of stuff. Then you have number 11 Big Eye just for the extra, like, you want to control one of their monsters for a link summon, which we'll now go into now. Links, I'm using a IP Masquerena, SP Little Knight, and a Promethean Princess. IP just so that you can like force link, like if they target a monster that you control, IP, link them both off, summon SP, they can't target your monster, SP effect, banish a card they control, banish a card from their graveyard or field, and then you also have just the banish dodge. So if you don't want something getting rid of, or you want to get rid of something of theirs, just banish this and then want something on the field. Promethean Princess just for the interruption on the graveyard stuff. Get rid of their monster, get rid of one of yours, special summon, that little bogus. But yeah, then for the synchros, because I'm using Links, Xyz, and synchros, I'm using the Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, the Sengenpai Bident Dragon, Transcendent Sengenpai Dragon, oh yeah, that's it. So yeah, Black Rose Moonlight, Trident Dragon, Transcendent, and 2 of the Bidents. Bidents because you can at least get more bodies on the field. Like, it's easier to get into the Bident, so you want to use 2. That's why I use 2. Because then you can just synchro summon to bigger bodies. Then obviously you get the reborn with the Tenpai, and if you attack 3 times, you can bring 1 back. And it's just a simple way of just like getting that OTK. Same with Transcendent, and then also Transcendent in battle phase, the opponent can't activate effects, and then when you use Sangam, it's just big body, honestly. But yeah, then Bident you want to use as effect, bring itself back from the dead, and because of the sequence that you go with when you're using Tenpai, you'll always have one of your level 3s, which are Fadra or Padra. Then you synchro into Trident Dragon, and then Trident Dragon is just big monster. Like I said earlier, destroy Sangan Summoning so that you can have double the attack points, then destroy something else, you have 3 attacks, boom, one turn kill. Trident Dragon's fire. Bro, I can't even. after actually learning what that card was recently. Oh my lord, it's amazing. I say recently, it's like nearly 20 years old at this point, but 15 years old or something. Black Rose Dragon just for the board wipe, honestly. It's about as useful as it is, and then just have a Moonlight Dragon just for the secondary option. But yeah, that's it for my main deck and extra deck. Then I'm just going to go through like the side deck options. Yeah, so for my side deck, I'm using 1 Skill Drain, 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 3 Evenly Matched, Royal Decree, 3 Ghost Ogres, 3 Dimension Barriers, and 3 Crossout Designators. Evenly matched for the board wipe. No really much to say about that. Like, if you have no Tenpai stuff, you can at least, if you're going second, you can board wipe them and then build Kashtira stuff. Anti-Spell Fragrance, heavy spell user. Okay, just build a board up with. If you're going first, build a board up with Kashtira. Get the burn effect from Red Eyes. Have the Dark Arm there. You have some deplete their zones. They can't activate spells and stuff like that. Skill Drain, just handy little Skill Drain. Most of the because the Tenpai stuff is lingering effect, so it's not like it's too much of a hassle to use Skill Drain and then just deplete them. I'm using Royal Decree because I've been bumping into a lot of trap decks recently, and it gets irritating in some cases, so I'm using Royal Decree just to negate the effects of traps like Labyrinth and stuff. D barriers, just to, if they're using a heavy extra deck, like on a based on a certain type, I have something to deal with it. Crossout Designators, something really, really, really annoying you, just cross out it. It's about the simplest way to describe it. Then Ghost Ogre, just for the destroy, like if you're fighting branded, they're trying to use their fusion quick effect, just Ghost Ogre it. They have nothing to fuse. They can't fuse that way. And then also just field spells and stuff like that. That was my Kashtira Tenpai deck. Yeah, I mean, sorry, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like dying, but yeah, this is pretty much what I plan to build. I haven't actually got everything ready at the moment. Like, this is pretty much what I put together. Thought to just share it at this point because sharing is caring to a point. The slow clap doesn't help.
My bad. My bad. Is that faster for you?
Anyway, I'm gonna end it on that one. Have a nice evening, day, afternoon,
or don't.
Whatever. Or don't. Yeah, or don't. Yeah. All right, I'll see you a lot later.